Hey, how's it going? Listen, there's a lot going on right now. We have coronavirus happening. We have a worldwide pandemic happening. There's a lot going on. I figured I'd just record something off the cuff there and in between editing episodes. And the reason is that, we're hitting a recession. Not only that, we might even hit a depression, right? It's crazy. There's a lot of, all the indicators are there. It's crazy, right? We went through 11 years of a bull market. So a lot of corrections. Everybody's been talking about it. We don't know how bad it is. But how does this relate to you? Well, so there's going to be a lot of layoffs, right? Already. A lot of job freezes. A lot of offers being rescinded. I'm already hearing about this. Okay. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. That's why I'm recording this. I really want to have you understand what's going on. So when a hiring manager is looking to, people still need to address security, right? Assuming they have money, but people still need to address security. And either they're going to get a security engineer that's senior that, can do things, hitting the ground running, right? Or they might not get a security engineer at all and have someone else deal with security, or they just might not deal with security, frankly, right? Because they're just trying to survive. If you think about it, the company is trying to survive. Yes, getting hacked is not good, but they're in survival mode, right? I'm going to try not to edit this episode. We'll see. And so that's something to consider. So the question for you is, how can you provide the most value to them, right? Think about that, where, they might not want someone who's junior. They might not want someone who doesn't have enough experience, because they'll still have to spend time and train them. But there could be an opportunity where if you are able to prove that you can hit the ground running, right? And maybe, your salary requirements are not that high compared to quote unquote senior or someone else, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Make sure you ask for a competitive salary, right? But often the case, and I had to do this too, right? I took a pay cut when I wanted to go into security. Often the case is, when you're switching careers and you're starting, from a different place altogether, you are going to cost them less. Now, of course, you need a hiring manager that's going to be able to see that and understand that. So now in a whole remote work world, right, how can you prove some of that value, right, without even getting an interview, right? The whole, this whole game, right, is about getting an interview. So how can you prove that value? Well, do you have an active GitHub profile, right? Have you done some labs? Have you been blogging, right? Obviously this is a culmination of all the stuff that all my guests have mentioned, right? And obviously stuff I've mentioned in the book. But, from a remote work perspective, that whole online presence, right? Having a strong resume, using the right, words and things like that. These are all things that are even more important now than ever before, right? Because you need to kind of filter through the noise. You need to get through the noise and show someone that you are able to do things on your own. You're not going to require a lot of coaching. You're not going to require a lot of micromanaging. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, before coronavirus, people would be entry-level folks and are demanding remote, 100% remote. Well, that's not, that doesn't happen very often, right? Because you're an entry-level person, you're going to need some coaching. You're going to need some understanding of, learning the ropes and things like that. So what I'm trying to say is, in this remote work world, you need to be able to show that you don't need to be micromanaged, show that you can do things on your own. You're, what's the word? self-sufficient, self-motivated, those kind of things, right? So that's something to think about. Anyway, that's these are my thoughts. I was talking to someone the other day, and they're talking about there are people that are getting their offers rescinded, and the job market is drying up. I mean, as of today, there's 6 million people that just filed for unemployment. 6 million, right? And so just think about that. You just got to filter through the noise and get going. I'm not going to say it's hopeless, right? But you're just going to have to work a lot harder now if you're trying to break in the field. But it's not hopeless, right? There are still companies that are hiring. Target the companies that are 100% remote anyway, right? There's a bunch of them. So look for those, and yeah, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know if you have any questions. Love to answer in the next podcast. Thanks.